I'm back at Portavoe at what used to be a reservoir. Currently, the fish have been removed by the varying departments, and DayCal have taken a big responsibility for that, and they have moved them. The groups that have concerns about Portavoe and what is happening to it are having to come down here now 3 times a day to feed the ducks. As the water has disappeared, so too have the animals and their food sources. Without these volunteers, unquestionably these birds would be in trouble. Having lost their natural habitat, it is quite obvious that there's nowhere for them to go or anywhere for them to nest or feed. I'm joined now by one of the friends of Portavoe group who've been coming down 3 times a day to feed the ducks. Trish, what is the problem here now?
Well, basically since they opened the scar valve and obviously rescued all the fish for us, there's no food for these birds left. The swans have disappeared again. They did return for a couple of days, nothing for them to eat. All our volunteers and the public, which I have to thank very much, they come down most weekends to feed these birds for us to give us a couple of days off.
And what has happened to what few ducklings we've managed to see appear?
Well, we have one brood that have survived. Unfortunately, we lost 9 in one night about 3 days ago. We're not quite sure what happened to them because there's fox prints there. There's also otter prints, but more suspiciously, there's footprints and dog prints. We're asking people please to stop bringing their pets down off the lead.
And in the overall scheme of things, obviously the protest group's been very strong, and I suspect is largely responsible for the fact that any fish were taken away.
They did help.
And do you feel though that now, as we come to it's already been emptied once, they're allowing it to fill up a little bit again,
Yes.
But that what will happen then, or how do you see the future?
Unfortunately, although this looks a lot better than it did, it's not going to look the same in about 10 days' time. The scar valve is going to be reopened. We will be back to a very, very small stream until this new tar valve is replaced. So I'm hoping that DayCal will keep their word and return and rescue everything that's alive, that has been upstream, that has breached the dam and come to the lower point of the water here.
The Friends of Portavoe group have announced their intention to lobby the new councillors that were recently elected to the Super Council. It is their intention to keep lobbying the new council so that whenever the opportunity arises and the Water Board do go to sell it off, that the council will buy it and it will come back into public use. Well, that's the situation in Portavoe as it stands at the moment. This is going to happen in other reservoirs. The Portavoe group have certainly learnt very quickly as to how to combat things and how to make their protest heard.
If any other group wishes to form, we will give them all the support and help and advice we can, because we learnt from scratch here. It's been an awful lot of hard work. We've been sent round and round in circles with various departments. Any other group that wants to form up with regard to reservoir in their local area, please contact the Friends of Portavoe on Facebook and we'd be glad to help.
They had been ignored at the start, but eventually the pressure got to the varying departments and they had to respond to them. They have made the offer that if anyone in any other area where they feel a reservoir is going to go through the same process would like their assistance to contact them on Facebook or anywhere else, and they'll certainly do what they can. And if necessary, they've even offered to go down to the reservoirs and help with the protests wherever they may occur.
This isn't just this reservoir, there's another 18 to do, so this is coming to a reservoir near you